Hi, so my name is Tat Koon. I'm an assistant professor at the Information System Department in the Business School. All right, so let me just give a quick intro about myself to show a timeline. I think Chris, right? So Chris did the same, right? He showed the year 1, year 2, year 3. And I was thinking, wow, no, I'm showing like 1998. It's like, just indicate how old I am, right? So in 1998, how old were you guys? 5. 1. All right. So in 1998, I was, I think, around your age. Okay, I finished my national service in Singapore after serving 2.5 years in the military, and I joined the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. I was enrolled into the business admin program. So that's my major, or my background. And in the first semester of in NTU, the university, I started an online exchange, a tech startup, right? So that was in the very first semester of my uni days. Okay, but you have to know, right? No, 1998 and 2015 is very different. Nowadays, if you say I'm going to do a startup, right? Your friend will come and tell you, wow, that's so cool, right? Wow, that's so impressive. Wow, you must be very smart. Okay, in 1998, when I told my girlfriend then that I'm doing a startup, she said, wow, you're so crazy, right? Why would you want to do that? Why don't you spend your time, studying, getting good grades, saving up so that we can get married, type of things, right? So that was how it was like in 1998. Okay, and it was indeed crazy because startup was quite cool, quite popular, was beginning to be popular at least in the US, and now it's slowly moving to Asia. But at that time, the environment wasn't that conducive for doing startup. Okay, but we had a fun time, right? Me and my partners, we co-founded this B2B exchange, and just to prove that it was fun. Okay, we got some press coverage for a few years, and as you know, if you read a newspaper, right, they either talk about bad people or crazy people, right? So I think I'm not bad. So the fact that they talk about me is proof that I'm somewhat crazy. Okay, in 2001 I graduated. Okay, and I held 2 jobs. Okay, at the time. Okay, the first job was the B2B exchange. Okay, that we started. Okay, it was like baby to us, and we decided, hey, let's keep on doing it. It's fun, and we're building our user base. So that was something that we do every night for like 7 days a week. Okay, but we need to have a proper job. Okay, we need to have a day job. So what happened was I joined the Ministry of Trade and Industry. So it's like a government job. Okay, good money, stable job. It's like they'll never sack you, right, for anything, and get regular promotion, a regular increase in your pay. So it's a nice job. But after 1 week, okay, working in MPI, I knew that it wasn't for me, right? After 1 week, I actually had my resignation letter all typed up. Okay, but I didn't hand it in. I kept it for a year before I quit to go back to my to work, really concentrate full time in the B2B exchange. Okay. By 2007, I decided that I want to pursue something that I was very interested in for the longest time. That is to get a PhD, to be a researcher, to be a professor, to join academia. So I sold my shares to my partners in 2007, and I went to CMU to start my PhD program. By 2012, I think CMU had enough of me and decided to just give me my PhD so that I can just get out of the place, right? So in 2012, I joined UST. So basically, this is my I won't say my life history. There's a lot of ups and downs, in the last 18, 19 years. Okay, but these are the key milestones, right? And if you look at the timeline, over here, basically it covers my time as an undergraduate, as a PhD student, my time as starting a tech company, working with people, my time spent in the government service, working on policies and so on. And I spent the last few years working with many wonderful students in UST as a professor. So there's one thing that I've learned that I think could be important or useful for you guys. And it's something that my professor didn't tell me when I was in NTU or when I was at CMU. Right? This one thing is that ultimately, as you live from here, regardless of what you're going to do, Okay, regardless of what job you want to do, regardless of where you want to go, okay, an important skill that you should have is a problem-solving skill. Right? It's a problem-solving skill. I think in the university we don't emphasize that enough, in my opinion. Right? If you listen to many of the stories, okay, that was shared, our team was going through all the projects. It's all about problem-solving. Right? Many of the entrepreneurs in our midst who share their story, they talk about how can we solve the problems that we have. How can I make more money? How can I create awareness of my work, of my songs? Okay, there are people who think of doing this and that. Why? Because they want to solve problems. Okay? If you graduate from here, whether you're going to be a banker, an engineer, whether you're going to be a professor, whether you're going to be a housewife or house husband, trust me, okay, your main job is to solve problems. So the key thing is, I think one main takeaway in this talk is how can you build up your problem-solving skills now while you're in school? Because you have the lowest opportunity cost in the next few years while you're in UST. You make mistake, that's it. Okay, your friends may laugh at you, they may laugh with you, right? The professor, usually we don't laugh at students. Okay, usually we don't, right? We just encourage you and tell you, well, no, this is a mistake you make. But after a few years, somebody will remember, right? So this is the best time for you to try different things, like what many of speakers says. This is the best time for you to make mistakes because you learn from mistakes. And as you learn from all these mistakes, you actually accumulate many useful experience, useful skills. So I know some of you may have saw the title of this talk, getting straight A's. Maybe some of you are expecting, well, coming to this talk to hear Tat Koon share, how can you be a straight A student? Right? How many straight A students do we have here? Anyone? Hands up? So I'm the only one? Okay, the only time, there was one semester when I was in NTU where I was a straight A student. Okay, just one semester. Okay, and in that semester I only took 2 courses, so it wasn't that tough. Other than that, right, there's a lot of B's and a few C's and one miserable D. The key thing here, okay, is that the straight A's is important, but you need to know what type of A's you are referring to, that you should be getting. Okay? Especially with regards to the problem-solving skills. Okay, so I'm going to offer you 3 A's that you should achieve. Okay, in the next, or the remaining time that you have here in UST. Okay, the first A is aptitude. Right? Okay, what's aptitude? What's aptitude?
Skill.
Sorry?
Skill.
Skills. Okay, what else?
Ability to do something.
Ability to do something, what else? Sorry? Anything else? So we have very good students here. I think these are potential straight A students. Right? So the aptitude is a skill, is the ability to do something. It's very different from knowledge. Having knowledge that you get from your courses, from your books, okay, those are not the same as having skills. Okay, the skills are the ability to do something with the knowledge that you have. Okay. For many of you, the knowledge that you get in the 3 or 4 years in UST, unfortunately, is going to be outdated. Okay, by the time you graduate. Okay. But one thing that will never get outdated is the skills that you acquire in your time here. Okay. So the aptitude, the ability to find and to digest knowledge on your own, okay, that's going to serve you very well in your problem-solving circumstances or situation that you will encounter. The ability to apply knowledge into practice. I think this is what Annie mentioned earlier, right? Putting theory into practice. This is the aptitude that you should try to pick up, okay, while you're here in UST. Okay, by the time when your company employ you, and then you start to pick up all these skills to apply knowledge, that'll be too late, right? They're paying you to solve problems for them. Again, whether a professor, a banker, this is what you need to do. Okay? What do you think the second A would be following aptitude? Very good, right? The attitude. Okay? The people say it's not your aptitude, but it's your attitude that determines your
Altitude.
Altitude. Excellent. Right? So what kind of attitude are we talking about? Okay. The thing is, when you solve problems, you are being placed in a stressful condition, a stressful environment. No, are you able to handle stress? Are you able to face the challenges? Listen to many of our speakers earlier today. Right? The attitude that they show to overcome the problems, to think outside the box, right? To tackle all the different issues that they have. Okay, I think it was Michelle, right, who says, well, no, she has some personal issues, but she's not ashamed. Okay, but many people may be bogged down by the personal issues that they have and not being able to solve those problems that they are facing, whether it's in school, at work, or in the family. Okay, so how can we acquire the right attitude? Okay, I'll come to that shortly. Okay, but what's the last A? What's the last A? So I think I'm supposed to have a T-shirt. It's with T, right? Whoever can guess the last A, well, will get a T-shirt, right? I think it's a limited edition Lost and Explore T-shirt. I'm sorry?
Action.
Wrong.
Ambition.
Sorry?
Ambition.
Good try, good attempt, no?
Aspire.
Sorry?
Aspire.
Expire, but you don't need a T-shirt anymore. But anyways, the last A, right, is adaptitude, right? The ability to adapt, the adaptability. Okay, this is very important, right? Because when you're talking about problem solving, you're in a difficult situation, you may need to work with a team of people. You may need to work with a group of people. You may be facing situations or issues that you never encountered before. So being able to adapt to those environments, to adapt with a group of people that never worked with to solve a problem, that is a real skill. Again, if you wait until you graduate to pick up all these things, it could be too late. This is the best time, right, for you to do all these things. So the big question is, how to get straight A's? How can you pick up the aptitude, the attitude, and the adaptitude to make you a good problem solver that again will benefit you, whether in your professions that you have in UST? What do you think? How can you build up the attitude, the adaptitude?
Explore.
Sorry?
Explore.
Explore. Such as? Let's be a bit more practical, right? Let's be a bit more practical. What type of exploration can you do? I think there's some snacks waiting for us outside, so the more ideas you give, the more quickly I can wrap this up. Okay, some of the students who have taken my class know that I will never give up until I hear responses from the students. One suggestion, right? Challenge yourself. Many students here try to find easy way out. I can hear them saying, which course is the easiest to take? Less workload, nicest professor that give all the answers, all the notes, without needing us to attend lectures. Right? This is an easy way out. Instead, you should challenge yourself. Put yourself in an uncomfortable, difficult situation. If you're a business school student, take up engineering courses. Join the robotic team, right? Push yourself, because again, this is the best time for you to do that, right? If you have a course project, tell a professor, professor, I do not want to choose my own team. Put me in a team with a lot of free riders. Put yourself in that kind of situation to give you the opportunity to work with people who may be difficult, who may not be team players. Again, it's better for you to experience how to work with these sort of people now when you're in school than when you're in a job, right? In school, at most, you get a C grade, a B grade, a D grade, right? At a job, you get warning letters, you get sacked, right? That could be more unkind, right? So put yourself in difficult situation. What else? Any other suggestions, or maybe from the speakers?
Join Whitehall.
Join Whitehall. Very good. So I think you have more volunteers. Can you give your name later to repeat? One suggestion that I have, think of doing a startup, social enterprise, or do any startup. Get yourself involved. There's many students who are doing startup now. Try to get yourself into the team. Doing a startup is a good way to explore. Right? You're solving very unstructured problems. It's forcing you to adapt. Right? You're working with a team of people with different objectives. like what Michelle went through, right? Different mission, different vision, right? How do you adapt working with such people? How do you have build up the attitude to solve difficult issues, getting revenue, applying the marketing strategies, and so on? Okay, I did a startup, not with the intention of acquiring the 3 A's, but as a byproduct, I think it makes me a much better person. Okay, so these are some suggestions for you, and I think with that, okay, I'll just end it here. Thank you very much.